Hello everybody. I prefer retro games because you know they are just oh so cool. Happy Father's Day at the time of this recording. To any dads watching this video, how are you guys doing today? And today, I got something a little bit interesting that I've been meaning to show you guys for a while. I got a couple gaming inventions here that I made that I want to show you guys. So, if you remember when I bought this, when I unboxed this, it's now turned into this. And why, you might ask? Because this is what I turned it into. Behold. What you were looking at, that's right, it is a custom-made NES out of a Retron FC loader. So this might just look like a big hunk of cardboard and stuff, but if you look on the inside, there's a circuit board. I mean, yeah, this is basically the Retron right here. It's a custom NES, like I said. I know this part's coming a little loose, but I'm going to explain how I made this thing. So yeah, there's a circuit board and the stuff where you put the cartridge in. So let me explain how I made this. So I started with a tissue box, because I got the idea. I tried to come up with some concept designs, but none of what I drew or drawn or drone or driven. Blah, blah. Yeah, if you get the point. Yeah, didn't really come up with any good concepts, but I thought of a tissue box and figured, oh boy, what if I slid an NES cartridge on the top there? It'd be like a top loader. So I did just that, basically. I started with a tissue box, I got all the tissues out, and there was like some plastic around here, so I had to cut all that out. And then I had to cut out parts of the tissue box to fit the Retron FC loader in there. So from there, I cut out some holes for the AV or not the AV, these are AV cables, AC adapter. So one quick cool feature of the Retron is you can open the lid and you can store your cables in there and an extra controller. So yeah. So this is how it's plugged in, basically. I had to cut out the holes to plug this in. This is where AC goes, and this is where the AV went. It went in right here. And yeah, you can definitely tell now they're made out of a tissue box. So also, we get like these Chewy boxes for my cat. You know the website Chewy.com, where you get like pet supplies, like food, litter, and stuff. So I was originally going to make this thing out of styrofoam, and seeing that I was a little low on cash, I had to go with an alternative instead of just going out. Because, I mean, even if it would have been like $20, I figured maybe the Chewy order box could be a nice alternative, so I cut up cardboard from that, added a big slab of cardboard down here. Yeah, here's just one big slab of cardboard down. Actually, two pieces. These are taped together. And then decided to cut out different shapes for the Retron. Using that cardboard, I used an X-Acto knife. Oh, and something else I want to mention real quick. Instead of using water or instead of water to clean out the tissue box, because I figured there's going to be a lot of dust and debris from tissues inside the tissue box, so I used 91% isopropyl alcohol to clean the inside of that, because I knew it was going to be safe on electronics. I mean, from the way it looks, it doesn't look like it affected the cardboard at all. So yeah, I used it because I knew it was safe for electronics. So getting back to how this thing is made, yeah, I also used masking tape for lids and stuff because I know it's really strong. I used glue and stuff to glue the parts down, and I also used masking tape to keep it together. And I'm going to explain the inside here in a minute, to explain how all that works, because inside here is where you turn the power, reset, and put controllers in. And yeah, the outside of this is decorated with construction paper. At first I didn't have this little dust flap, but I eventually decided to add it because, you know, I had to keep like boxes over and stuff to keep the dust from coming in. You should never really have to do that. And I know there's like clear tape outside here that's clearly visible, but that's to keep the... That's just to keep it from, like, you know, falling apart and stuff. So basically, let me explain how the inside goes. So yeah, here's your little power, reset, and there's this reason why there's this cardboard flap over the controller ports is because when I got this thing, I was really disappointed to find out the cord was very badly made. There's like this little gap inside the controller, like, connectors, where if you plug it in, there's a gap there's a gap between the cord and the connector. So that's why I made this cardboard, to keep it from like gapping. So this is basically how it looks with the controller, not really stretched out. And this is how the cartridge goes in. You open this up. Here's my copy of Tetris for the good old NES. Pop it in here. And now it's a top loader. Behold. Voila! I'm gonna just get this out here. There we go. And to get it out, here's how you want to get it out. You don't want to get it out from the top because, seeing this is made out of cardboard, it is fragile and it will ruin the console. So what you do here, you open this flap. I'll take the control out first. You don't really have to, but I will for this case. Put your hands down here so you get a good grip. You close that and you just... like that. I figured it was going to be way harder at first because this thing, the original, was more sturdy. But I come to find out that method is actually easier than just doing it from the top. Like, with this top on here, it was terrible. It was like, I felt like I was going to break the console when I was doing it from the top. But if you go like in there, it actually is easier to pull out. Which I was very happy when I discovered that. So I'm just gonna cut real quick to when I tested this game out with Section Z. So let's see how that worked in 3, 2, 1. Pretty cool, right? Alright, so one of my other inventions I want to show you guys is... let me just get this all to the side first. But one more time, just for satisfaction. Yeah. So I already made a video about this, but I might go ahead and delete it because I didn't think it was that good. So here's a contraption I've made that's basically just for decoration. This is actually for the Nintendo Switch, and what this is a Nintendo Switch dock holder. So, yeah, this is actually meant to hold the dock. So it goes in like this, basically. You just put the dock on here, like, actually, wait, is this backwards? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it goes in there like that, and the reason these are enclosed is because I try to make it more retro feeling. So when you put the Switch in there, it actually feels more like you're putting a cartridge in there rather than a whole console. And like the Retron, I did make a flap here, only it's not masking tape this time, where you could put like controllers and stuff such as your Joy-Cons. And this one I did make this one out of styrofoam this time. I added a ton of stuff here for decoration, like this fake little speaker, the power and reset. That's all just for decoration. I also added a little extra storage back there. Here's some extra storage. If you can see, this is it says AC, USB, and HDMI. So seeing there's a little hole there. It obviously means that it has enough room. I also added, HDMI, USB ports 1 and 2 for controllers, and a little power button where I try to poke a hole right here. I tried to poke a hole for the power button for green light, but it doesn't really work that well. The shape is meant to withstand the weight of the dock and the switch, but styrofoam by itself holds pretty well. So yeah, the reason I added this list is because I have so many games emulated on my Switch that it's practically an emulator by itself. So yeah, you can just go ahead and take this out. And my phone is running low on battery, so I have to end this video quickly. So thank you guys for watching. Like I said, happy Father's Day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.